Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Jurassic World Evolution, where we are creating a sandbox park at Isla Nublar. And I did create a new enclosure in the last episode with the Spinosaurus and the Deinonychus, which turned out really great. But since I am recording this before this one is uploaded, I don't have your name suggestions yet. But I thought, you know what? Let's go and create a big, huge herbivore enclosure right over here. As I mentioned in the previous episodes, I just really want a huge enclosure. Well, it's not like super huge, but I think we can do something really awesome with this area right over here. So I'd say let's just jump into it right away. And we need to make sure we do have a hammock creation lab somewhere. So I'm thinking to put it right over here, and then we can delete it later in a later stage. But before I go into all the terrain forming again, okay, so let's, if I'm right, this could fit like that, and then we're gonna connect you temporarily right over here, and then we're gonna create some fences. Now this fence obviously will be temporary because we're gonna redo that little section right over there. But this whole section we can create, but we first need to make sure we have enough platforms and all that kind of stuff. So let's start with one over here. We're gonna have longer ones right over there. And we're gonna have a gyrosphere because it's just really awesome to have a big herbivore enclosure where you can just drive around in a gyrosphere. So, boom, there you go. And we're gonna add a pathway right over here so we can have more platforms. So let's start with that. And we're gonna have a gray path just for the diversity of it. And I'm gonna make one straight path right over here. And I want you to be straight like that. We're gonna raise this a little bit like that path is raised, or we're gonna lower it. Just depends a little bit how we're gonna do the terraforming. And we're gonna expand this one a little bit more so we can have observation towers. Or shall we just use that for a gyrosphere? So we're gonna start with a gyrosphere right over here. We're going all around it. So this area will only be seen if you drive the gyrosphere. Let's go and take that direction. So we're gonna add one platform in this section right over here. And we're gonna add a gyro station in this corner section like that, and we're gonna do the track in a later stage. I first want to place down some fences. And how is that going to look? Are we gonna create? I think we're going for a straight fence right over there, and now we're going for round fences all the way like that, and then we're going around. I think I'm gonna leave some more space before connecting it. We're gonna redo this area, so it's not really a big of a deal. I don't really like this, to be fair, so I'm gonna delete this station, and I'm gonna place down the path here first. And are we going to connect the fence? Maybe we could. Let's see, we can do that nicely. It snaps, so it's a little bit harder, but I think I'm gonna snap it to that little section. And if I'm right, we can now add another gyro station. Shall we just put it in that corner section then? I think I will go for that, and then I'm gonna connect it to there. And I'm gonna delete that end section. And we're just going to fill this up with some trees. So we're gonna add some trees right over here. Yeah, not that many, but okay, there you go. Okay, so this will be the whole area. So we're gonna add more fences following this section. We're going to bend it, following along. Can't really see it, but doesn't matter. It's hidden. Oh, it's hard to tell. I don't even see how that bend is going. Let's delete that section and place you. Ah, you're going that direction, okay? So we're gonna just follow along. Oh, it's hard to tell. Okay. Going here in the back. We're gonna hide it away with a lot of trees. All the way into this corner. It's gonna be a little bit like side B. Or was it side C? I'm confused. Okay, we're gonna temporarily... There you go. Okay, we're gonna delete this one. We have a huge enclosure right over there. So first things first, we're going to add a track. And we're gonna use a lot of bendings, but we also need to make sure that we can still do some nice terraforming. So hopefully we have enough space to do so. So we're going all the way around here. And we can go down here a little bit. And like that. And go back to the station. And how are we going to do that? How shall we go back? Can we have a nice curve here? Why not? Oh, there you go. Okay. We might tweak it a little bit once we do some terraforming. And obviously, we're going to incubate some dinosaurs already. So for this episode, I thought let's start with the Mamenchisaurus. So I'm going to look for how many of you can be in here. Do we have information? No, we don't. Okay, so we do have to incubate just one at least. Let's go for the rainforest pattern Mamenchisaurus, and we're going to add another one. I'm pretty sure at least we can have 2. I think they even need 5 or 6 if I remember correctly, something like that at least. So let's just add a step-up pattern 2, and we're gonna wait until those guys are done to see what else we can incubate into this enclosure. Okay, and I do believe we want a nice big river. Oops, that was my mistake. Okay, we're gonna add a big river, and we're going to start in this corner. I have no idea how this is going to look, but we're just going to add a big river. Is there any more space right over here? Oh wait, it's going higher now. How is that looking? If we use that height and then terraform the rest, I have no idea. Well, we can make a nice valley. Since this is raised, but I'm not really sure because this corn... what is that? Is that good? I'm just testing this, guys. I'm just trying to see what could work. We could have something like that. If we make it a nice looking, it could work like this. And we're going to remove, make it a little bit thinner though. It's really, really thick right now. I just want it to be a little bit more natural. I like this section right over here. Can we make that a little bit bigger? So we're gonna terraform around it. And we're gonna make sure that the track is going smooth, obviously. Okay, let's do some terraforming, and we're gonna flatten you. Oh, of course we're going to remove some of the water sections, but doesn't have to be like the same height everywhere, but the track needs to be smooth at least. So we're gonna use a lot of smoothie. Okay, this track is really not going flat. Okay, we're gonna use a smoothie tool instead. Because I have not really the idea that it's working as I want it to work. Let's have a look here. Maybe a little bit bigger. Okay, and here it's going down. That could be a little bit more smoother. And this section right over here, a little bit more smooth. We're gonna raise some more terrain. We're gonna lower it at some points, and we're gonna add that river section. But first things first, because I want that track to be as good as possible, and we're going to try to go along and around it a little bit more. So we're gonna raise it right over here. We're gonna raise it a little bit more in this section. So they're gonna move along with some hills, but it's going to be smoother. So we're gonna smooth you a little bit. But it goes a little bit up, and we want that variation, right? We want that. I'm not going to smooth all the hills. I think it looks good to have a little bit more imperfection. Because in real life, the terrain is also not perfect. It's just nature, right? Okay, we can smooth a little bit here. Let's go down. Right over here. Not too much, because I don't like these corners from the viewing platform. They annoy me a bit. Okay, so smooth like that. Okay, we're going to smooth this path section like this. Okay, let's see if we can make something nice from here. And we're gonna smooth this section. Okay, I'm gonna smooth this one just a little bit. It's gonna look so much different when you also add trees and bushes and whatnot. But we're gonna create like a base for the terrain, basic, I don't know how you call it, but and then we move along from there. I'm gonna edit and tweak it right until we have a very nice and natural enclosure with some nice water sections and whatnot. I like it that this is lower than the rest, so we're gonna keep that. Okay, let's go and have a look at the water sections again, because we are missing out over here. A little bit thicker. So we have a lower water section right over here, which looks really cool, I think. I feel like this should be a little bit higher though. If we raise it like higher than the water, is that possible, or is that like already? Yeah, it's a little bit higher if we raise it like that. Okay, we're gonna smooth that section. Yeah, I think that's better to have it a little bit higher up than the river section. And then they look down into the valley where probably some dinosaurs will be like eating and I don't know. I wanted to say hunting, but these are not the carnivores that will be in this enclosure. So nope, they're not going to hunt. They're gonna find some shadow maybe from the sun. Let's add a little bit more water. Yeah. Okay. It looks really plain still, but we have bushes and trees, ladies and gentlemen. So it's going to be fine. Okay, let's have a look. We're gonna start with some bushes. A little bit in the water. Like that. Okay, and let's add some trees first now before we move on with the bushes. Now those Mamenchisaurus and all the others, they want a lot of trees. So I think we're gonna add just a lot of trees in the back. Since it's a big enclosure, I'm pretty sure that they will be happy in this particular enclosure. Because there are just a lot of trees. And if they're not happy, I will eat my shoes. For real. No, just kidding. More trees. Okay. Ah, great. Mamenchisaurus is ready to be released. But first things first, I want to make sure that our enclosure is up and running before we release them. And we're gonna add some more over here. More bushes here and a few trees. And we're not going to drive the gyrosphere in this episode. I want to drive the gyrosphere once all the dinosaurs are in here. So we're gonna wait for that until we go and ride the gyrosphere. This is gonna be so much more fun. In my opinion, at least. And this is such a big enclosure. Like, this is all still empty. We do need to fill that up with some more trees. Let's have like a thicker section right over here for the variation. Right in between those platform and gallery. And over here we can have another one and a few more trees. Can we have a tree? Yeah, thank you. Okay, let's have a look. I think it looks nice. I'm not really sure. Maybe it is a little bit too much water. Or it goes a little bit too straight over here, maybe. But nature can go whatever direction Like you can have like zigzag rivers, but it can also be straight depending on how hard that water flows, how fast it flows, and how strong the water is. So it does look awesome. Can you imagine when we have like a lot of dinosaurs just drinking and chilling next to the water section? That could be so awesome. Yeah, I think maybe we can just delete this water section. I don't know. Let's have a look. Just a little bit more tweaking maybe. We can have something like that maybe. Raise it a little bit for some variation. We're not going to smooth it. We're going to keep it like that. More of rough terrain area. Okay, I'm just going to follow that track just a little bit, just to give an idea. Because it does look super natural. Like, you don't see any fences. Well, okay, you see fences over there, but it almost feels like... Okay, fences. Who are you kidding, lady? You're not fooling the viewers. I'm pretty sure I won't. Let me know, guys. What do you think of this enclosure? Should we tweak this river just a little bit more? I'm not really sure. Okay, so let's add some tall herbivore feeders. Let's have one over here. And one over there. And let's have just another one right in this section. So we are at least sure that wherever they are, they can find some food. Yeah. And then we're gonna have two smaller ones because we're also gonna add small dinosaurs. And we're gonna add maybe 3. Yeah, I think 3 is better. So one over here and one more in the middle section. A little bit here. Okay, so we at least have food. We're going to release 2 of the Mamenchisaurus. Those are the only ones we have. Oh, it's raining. Oh, this is so beautiful. Wow. Sorry guys, I was just super impressed with the music and it's gorgeous. All right. Okay, 2 to 4. So we have 2. We can add another 2, but we can also just decide to add some other dinosaurs, which I really do like. Let me just have a look at this one. Because hello. You are so beautiful. I love the pattern on your back with the color scheme. It's just beautiful. Really awesome. Okay, sorry. We have 2 names already. We have the name Maxa Titan. That one is suggested by Maxwell Clark. Thank you so much for your name suggestion. Hopefully you will like this color. And we also have a name. And that name is Henry. And that one is named... Henry. And that one is suggested by Heatwave. Thank you so much, Henry. No, Heatwave, for your name suggestion, Henry. Hope you like it. I think this one is pretty much a Henry. I feel like this is a Henry. Yeah, I agree with you. Mamenchisaurus called Henry. Okay, so I'm gonna add just 1 more species of the dinosaurs in here. And I'm gonna leave it all up to you guys. What you guys suggest for what kind of dinosaurs and what kind of names we're gonna add. All kinds of herbivores in this enclosure. So one that I'm going to pick... Okay, let me just do any dinosaur name suggestions. So I'm gonna pick some dinosaurs. And I think I'm going for a Mutaburosaurus. We can have, we need at least 6. That's a lot of dinosaurs, but it's gonna be fine. So we're gonna add 4 this time, and we're gonna add 2 later on. So that's 1. Oh, we need to upgrade you. Okay, reaction speed, success rate, and we're gonna add 3 then. Oh, did I? Yeah. Oh, there it is. Okay, so we're gonna add 3 of the Mutaborosaurus, and I'm gonna suggest, take your name suggestions of the any dinosaurs. And a jungle pattern. There you go. So we're just gonna wait until those are done. And I'll leave it up to you. Do you want me to add 2 more Mamenchisaurus, or do you want me to add some other dinosaurs? Add them in the comment section, and we're gonna add them in this enclosure. Look at that. This is just humongous, but gorgeous. I can look at this like for hours. It never gets boring. It's massive. Amazing. Really awesome. We could definitely choose to have a different sauropod in this enclosure, but that's again all up to you. And I'm going to make sure that we have 3 Mutaborosaurus right over here, ready to be released. Alrighty, the Mutaborosaurus are almost done. The last one is almost done incubating. So we're going to release them real quick. At least the 2 we have for now. And we're going to enjoy the beautiful music. Gorgeous. They're really, really gorgeous. I don't think... No, I really didn't got any names. So we're gonna use the any dinosaurs name suggestions. So this dinosaur is gonna be called after Cain. Cain, I always call you Cain. It's Cainite or something like that. But you said, just call me Cain. And Cain will be Cainiosaurus. Cainiosaurus. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Thank you so much, Cain, for your name suggestion. As always, you're awesome. And hopefully you like the Mutaborosaurus. And we have another gorgeous one right over here. And you will be named Sarah. I really like the name Sarah. And that one is suggested by... let's see, Hermie M. Thank you so much for your name suggestion. Hopefully you like this screaming and shouting Mutaborosaurus. I really love this color, by the way. It's really gorgeous. Awesome. Okay, so the last one should be done. There you go. And this one will be called Buster. And that is suggested by Bakorme Raihan. I really hope I pronounced that right, but Buster is a really awesome name. So thank you so much. This is Buster, guys. Welcome to our park. And as I just mentioned, we're going to incubate 3 more of the Mutaborosaurus. Oh, I love that color. You're so awesome, Buster. Oh, gorgeous. They have such a friendly face. Really cute. Welcome, Buster. Awesome. So as I said, we're going to incubate 3 more Mutaborosaurus. If you have any name suggestions, please do let them know in the comment section. And you know what? I'm just gonna do that in the next episode. I really want to hear your comments and suggestions for this huge enclosure, so that's why I'm not going to do that much in this episode. I did tweak a little bit of the river, but still I'm not really sure if it's like just too much or something. Please do let me know in the comment section if you have any suggestions. I really look forward to reading them, and of course all your name suggestions. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to subscribe, of course, if you already haven't, and leave a like at the video if you do. And I really hope to see you in the next episode. Bye guys.